Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to Live Tarot. This is Dr. V. Today we are doing a collective reading. So it's not going to be pick a card. It's going to be for the collective of divine masculines and feminines, whether you are twin flames, soulmates, immortal beloveds, everybody. So if you were guided to this reading, that means that there are messages here that you need to learn about what is going on in your connection and on this journey to either union or reunion with that special person. So this is how it's going to go. We are going to ask Spirit questions about what is going on with the divine masculine and the feminine. What are their energies? What's going on with this connection? What are people thinking and feeling here? And we're going to look at specific messages from your person, right? What would they say to you from their higher self if they could, especially for those of you who are in some form of struggle or separation. Maybe you have, minimal contact. Maybe you have no contact at this time. And we're also going to look at what direction this is going in, as in what steps are your people, your twin flames, your soulmates, what are they going to take towards this connection? So if you are new to this channel, I am so happy that you're here. If these readings resonate with you, make sure that you do hit that subscribe button, join this incredible Live Tarot community. Everybody is here to love and support one another. You will never feel alone on this journey. So let's check into the current energies of the divine masculine. Where is the divine masculine right now in his current energy, Spirit? Where is the divine masculine? Wow. Very interesting. Let's get a few of your tarot cards here. Where are you, divine masculine? All right, so interesting. So we're getting a lot of energy here about communication. Okay, so I'm feeling that the divine masculine right now, for sure, in their material world, I feel like there's been a lot of focus right now for the masculine in the material aspect of the world. So you may have been feeling, if you are watching this for your masculine, you may have been feeling that your person has been quite distracted lately. I feel that they have definitely been under some sort of pressure at work, pressure when it comes to their career, maybe even some sort of financial issues that they are dealing with. I'm also feeling that they feel responsible for other people as well. There may be some financial issues here where they also have to help other people in their lives, and that's also making them feel like their energy is being distracted towards those things. I'm feeling like there is definitely something that has gone off balance for the masculine here because of these energies. I feel that there was a time where the masculine was really flying very high. There was a lot of pride. There was a lot of ego. There was a lot of behavior coming from this sort of like, I'm a badass, I'm a badass, and, I do this and I do that. And that's good. I mean, it's good to have that self-confidence, but I do feel that at some point, I feel like the masculine did come kind of crashing down a bit and was humbled by certain experiences, because look at this, the first card we got here for the masculine is humility. So I do feel that the masculine energy kind of needed a little bit of a humbling experience here, because there may have been some sort of behavior that they were exhibiting here, especially towards the feminine and towards other people in their life, that needed to be balanced out. There was definitely some sort of, triggers going on here, some sort of ego kind of, building up walls, being a little bit more egotistical, being a little bit more prideful, wanting to be right in the situation. I feel like for many feminines, you got to a point where you weren't sure whether you could trust your masculine. There was definitely some issue of trust here, because they weren't coming from a humble point of view. There was definitely something here where it's like they had really built up themselves in a way that was different from just self-confidence. It was bordering on some form of ego, to the point of wanting to be in control, but sometimes not in the best ways, wanting to control the situation, wanting to have the final word, the final say. And I'm not feeling that this is what they're truly like. I feel like, I don't feel that this is kind of their normal way of being. I feel like there was some sort of a phase that the masculine was going through. I feel like this is interesting. Like when things were going very well for the masculine in the material world, I feel like it gave them some sort of false sense of security or false sense of ego that made them feel very prideful. For some of you, I feel like they were making a lot of money. They were having a lot of success. Things were going amazing, and it a little bit got to their head. Again, these are all natural things, when we feel like, I'm finally getting my due. I'm finally where I want to be. But I do feel like something has come down from that point. Something has definitely declined and has brought them back to a point of needing to come back into balance, knowing that, hey, I think I kind of got off on the wrong foot there. I think I was kind of, thinking a bit too much here. And look, things crashed and burned, so I shouldn't have done that. So what's really wonderful here, though, is I do feel that there's something here. It's like they were working towards making you an offer as well, with this beautiful wishing well. It's like they had beneath all of that, that kind of ego and a little bit inflated self-confidence, I feel that your masculine was planning towards making a really solid offer to you. It's like, I feel like a lot of the things that they were working towards in the material world was also about, okay, I want to get to a certain place in my life where I feel like I can make an offer here. I feel like I can really invite you into my life. I can build a life together with you the way I want to build it. Not out of lack, not out of we're struggling, not out of we don't have the money, we don't have the finances, we don't have the jobs. Like, I feel like the masculine really wanted to also feel this stability first before they could make you this offer. And so that's why there was a lot of wishes, a lot of desires that the masculine was carrying that they did not openly communicate. Because I feel like it's almost like they felt that if they communicated it, what if it doesn't work out? What if it goes wrong? What if it doesn't happen? So I feel like a lot of these desires that they had about you and about wanting to make you this real offer, they didn't quite verbalize it. So I feel like a lot of this got lost in the translation. I feel like a lot of the genuine desire that they had here to commit to you, to give you a real commitment, kind of got lost in the translation, kind of got lost in this kind of more of this focus on the material world, being distracted by the material world, because I do feel for many of you, your masculine is still learning. Look at, they're coming up with this in this Page of Pentacles and Page of Cups energy. So there's a lot of learning that has to be done here. There's a lot of they're still on a learning curve. They're still kind of a student of life, and they're still learning by trial and error. That is for sure. They are learning to communicate their emotions better, because I do feel like here, one of their regrets is that they didn't communicate as well as they should with this Page of Cups, and now they want to. And the other thing is that they're also a student of life with this Page of Pentacles. It's like they're still building up their material world. And what I find very interesting is how these two relate together, right? Like here they are, still kind of finding their way, wanting to be solid when it comes to the material world, still learning, just like you see right here with this figure here reading a book, right? Trying to be more knowledgeable, trying to step into their best role, their best and most powerful stance towards being a great manifester in the material world, being able to manifest their dreams, their desires when it comes to setting the foundation, right? Setting the foundation for a beautiful life, whether you guys are planning to move in together, whether you're planning a wedding or an engagement, right? So it's like they're still working towards that in their energy of being kind of like this student who is still evolving. Now, I feel like if you're the feminine in that situation, that's something you have to decide. Like, how do you feel about your masculine's evolution? Do you feel that they are definitely evolving? Do you feel that they are, kind of up to speed to where you want them to be? Are they coming up to speed to where you feel that if they made you this offer, it would be solid, that is something that you can really put your trust and your faith in? And I feel like that's also something that the masculine is wondering about the feminine. It's like they're wondering, like, okay, well, am I coming across solid to my feminine? Like, can my feminine trust me to know that if I come into my full power here, if I actually eat a little bit of humble pie here, and if I can communicate my thoughts and feelings in a way that makes my feminine feel secure, will my feminine accept my offer? Am I ready? Are we ready for this? So there's a lot of that kind of energy going on here. So I feel like you are going to have to, if you're the feminine here watching for your masculine, you're going to have to decide for yourself, right? You're going to have to assess, like, where do you feel your masculine is, and can you trust him to move forward in the right way at this time? So can you please tell us, Spirit, what is the feminine's current energy? Where is the divine feminine right now? Yeah, she is definitely assessing her masculine. Wow. Where is the divine feminine right now? Yeah, see? Oh my gosh, this is so in alignment. This is exactly what you're thinking, feminine. Just what we just said. And it's like he understands this. I just say he and she just for clarity, right? So please don't take that literally. Masculine and feminine is energy, right? I just say he and she to make it a little bit easier. But please do just utilize those as they work for you. So see, yeah. Let's get your tarot here, and then we can put the whole picture together. Yeah, see? This is so interesting, feminine. Like, you guys are really on top of this, because like you are I'm feeling the energy of you being very, very practical here. You are coming from a very practical and practical and logical point of view. You're trying to not let your emotions get the better of you in this situation. So what I'm feeling here is that you are right now in assessment mode because, based on the slowness at which the masculine has been moving towards you with this Knight of Pentacles and the split energy, it's like you feel that where your masculine is at right now is more in this Knight of Pentacles energy, just like what we said before, a little bit focused on that material world, trying to find his place in that world, trying to better himself financially, maybe even distracted by what is going on in those aspects of his life. But because of that, you're definitely feeling that, the progress has been too slow. And that is why I said, you are definitely in a position right now to assess whether this masculine is really what you want and need in your life. Because I'm feeling that your masculine wants to be that for you, but it's almost like you are the decision maker here. You are going to have to decide whether what your masculine is doing is good enough for you at this time, or whether you want them to move faster or you want to see more progress, because you're definitely getting a little bit of the split energy coming towards the Knight of Pentacles. You're just like, you're a bit too slow for me. You're just a bit too slow for me. What I'm really looking for, and what I would not have split energy towards at this time, would be literally this King of Wands. So isn't it interesting, feminine, you want, especially for those of you who may be in some form of little to no contact, maybe there's been a separation here, I'm feeling that you're wanting a new beginning. So many of you are definitely still holding out this love, this possibility, this potential that you see with this masculine in your life. And you're wanting this judgment. You're wanting a rebirth, something new, a fresh start. But I feel like what you're saying here is that the only way I want this judgment, the only way that I want this rebirth and this new beginning with my masculine is if they take responsibility. Okay, it's like you want your masculine to step up and step out of these distracting, slower moving energies. You want your masculine to take responsibility for whatever has gone down between the two of you. So whatever has been making this connection move too slow, whatever has been making it feel very stuck, you want them to step up and say, look, I'm taking responsibility for my part. I know I haven't so far, but I know it's time for me to do this because I want you to trust me. So I'm feeling that there's definitely some aspect of the feminine here that has lost some form of faith or trust in the masculine, but that trust needs to be reborn. It needs to be reestablished. And so what you're looking for is you're looking for your masculine to take that responsibility, to step up and say, you know what? I am coming clean. I am telling you that, yes, I have dropped the ball in some ways here, but I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to take responsibility. I'm going to transition from this Knight of Pentacles. I'm going to be your King of Wands because, if you are a feminine, of course, that King of Wands is so dynamic, right? That King of Wands is this bold action taking, passionate, faster moving energy, the masculine that sweeps you off your feet with so much fun, love, adventure, right? So it's like, obviously you are definitely in assessment mode. You're riding the wave right now. You're like, maybe there is a watch and wait. Can my masculine prove to me that he can step into that King of Wands energy, right? That he can be the King of Wands that I am really, really looking for at this time. The King of Wands that is truly my match, truly my equal. And I think that that is, a really positive and empowered energy for you to be in. I think that's going to be very important for you, feminine, moving forward, because it is all about riding that wave of positivity, knowing that, whether this works out for you or not, you are still going in the right direction, right? You are riding the wave, as in you are going with the flow. You are not in any form of resistance here. You're not going to resist. You are going to ride with the flow, and you're going to go where spirit takes you, where spirit wants to take you, to the right person, to the right masculine. And you're willing to not let yourself get emotionally tangled into making the wrong decisions, right? You are stepping back, standing in your power, and you're letting the masculine come to you. There's a lot of power in that, feminine. There's a lot of power in that. When you stand tall in your place where you are, with the complete belief in yourself, knowing that you are exactly in the right place, and whatever your next step is will be the next best step for you. And you are going to let the masculine come to you. You are going to let the masculine prove themselves to you instead of the other way around. Because at some point you've realized that you have done everything that you can to take responsibility here. You have been responsible, right? You have stepped forth. You have shown your commitment, and now it's time for your masculine to show their commitment. So this is really powerful energy, and I love this. I think it's important for you to be standing this tall, standing in your power, knowing what you want, but also not sacrificing or compromising who you are in order to get it. So that's absolutely fantastic. Love it. What messages does your love have for you from their deepest heart? All right. Interesting. See, I couldn't handle my true feelings for you, so I kept you as a friend and nothing more. So, this is a great reminder. Remember, this is a general reading, so not everything is going to resonate for your situation. If you would like to know what's going on in your very unique journey, that's what a personal reading is for. I forgot to remind you guys of that. But if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, then the link to that is in the box below. So see, for some of you, there's definitely something going on here about you guys being very close friends, and like you guys were so close, so right there, like that you feel more, that there's more to this connection. There's a very deep connection here, but somebody here may have been having a hard time stepping into that next level, right? And that's why I feel like for some of you in that masculine's energy, your masculine is definitely in that page energy where they're still trying to find their own strength. They're still trying to figure out how to step into, or whether they have the guts to, because sometimes when they're in that phase of being too distracted, or being in that more of that I need to prove myself in the world energy, sometimes it cuts themselves off from that emotional energy, right? Sometimes we put all of our focus into the material world because we don't want to get honest with our true feelings, because we want to push our true feelings away because it's easier to deal with other things than our true feelings. So for some of you, I feel like you may be stuck in some sort of a friendship mode or a very deep connection that is not actually translating right now into a deeper commitment, right? I love you, but I'm afraid to reach out and have you reject me. So this is interesting. I feel like this is for those of you who have been in some form of separation, and you may be wondering, is it totally over? What's going on with this person? Why is there no clear answer? From this one, I do feel for many of you, there hasn't been a clear answer. So I can totally see how that just like kills you, right? When you don't get clarity, when you don't get a clear answer, it can be so devastating, right? So I feel like for many of you, your person does want to reach out, but they're definitely afraid that, have you guys kind of lost each other now? Have you missed out on each other in some way? I still see your smiling face in my mind's eye. So there's definitely an energy here of people not forgetting about you, as in you are still with them. Your energy is still with them. There's a longing that is coming through. There's a longing to, be part of your energy again. I'm confused about what I should do about my feelings for you. So yeah, so that's why I'm feeling like for this, to me, is very much in alignment with a little bit of that split energy, with a little bit of that, wanting to make an offer, but not being able to be fully honest, not being able to be even fully trustworthy, right? So I feel like these are all messages that have a lot to do with that split energy that may be coming through from both sides of the equation here. So then let's take a look at what steps your person, divine masculine or feminine, would like to take towards you and this connection next. Spirit, can you tell us what steps would they like to take next? What steps or action would your love like to take towards you next? See? Really interesting. So isn't it interesting how in our specific messages we got energy of fear, right? Energy of not being able to step into that full power. We've gotten a lot of energy from the masculine, especially in being kind of like a student, still trying to grow, still trying to step into a better version of themselves. And that's why I feel like we're getting, this energy of fear and hesitation. So it's like, there's a lot of regret coming through here. There's a lot of regret coming through here from your person, all about like why things did not turn out, or they haven't so far turned out the way that they want them to. I think the way that both of you envisioned this connection, you want to bring justice to that. You want to change that trend, because there's definitely something here with this Ten of Swords. It's like you guys are at a point where it's like make or break. What decision is being taken next is going to be crucial to your relationship, right? So there's a lot of fear here that's going to have to be taken care of, that's going to have to be resolved so that you guys can come around from this Ten of Swords energy, because I feel that both of you are really feeling that depletion, right? You're feeling depleted, you're feeling tired, you're feeling like, okay, we've let so many things here get the better of us, and we shouldn't have done that. We've kind of hit rock bottom. But now with this Ten of Swords, the good part of this is that the only way now is up. The only thing now is for things to get better. And so I feel that that is a really good thing, because look, the other side of this Ten of Swords now is the Ace. So this is lovely. This is great transition energy. I feel like with this fear kind of being resolved through this Justice card. I love this. I feel like both of you are coming into this energy of wanting to bring justice and fairness back into this connection. I also feel that there's a karmic energy here. So in terms of like, you know, if you feel that you weren't treated right, like things did not go the way they should have gone in this connection, there's definitely a karmic result here that is really going to be crucial. That's really important because it's going to open up your person's eye. It's like almost like they're going to see the results of the way in which they didn't do things that were right. So for those of you who are feeling like your person did things that did you wrong, that just were like really not what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to treat the person that you love, just know that they are going to get their karma. As in something is going to happen that is going to open their eyes to the fact that they were not fair, or they were not kind, or they didn't do what they were supposed to do. But this is a good thing, because as they feel this justice in their own life, they are going to realize that in order to come towards you with that offer that they really want to make, they're going to have to do things differently. And that is really important here. Look how beautiful this is. Ace of Swords with creativity. Something new, something beautiful is coming here your way, as in there's going to be a dispelling of that negative energy. There's going to be the taking of that responsibility that we want to see, right? Responsibility for behavior that wasn't right. Stepping up and saying, yeah, I own it. I'm taking responsibility. I didn't do things right, but now I am, because I want to create this beautiful connection with you. You are my inspiration. You are who I want to create with. Ace of Swords. Let's do this differently. Let's figure this out. Let's figure out where we were thinking wrong, where we were doing wrong, and let's have this new beginning, because that is exactly what I want. So this is really lovely energy coming through. A lot of transitioning energy. I love this, right? Because with the Ten of Swords, then transitioning to this Ace of Swords, this tells us there is powerful movement coming, right? So if you feel with that Knight of Pentacles, that very slow energy, I feel like there is a definite shift that's from the slower energy to movement, to faster moving energy. So I am loving that. So guys, let me know what you thought of this reading in the comment box below. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, the link to that is in the box below, as well as the link to all of these oracle decks that I've created for all of you who are on this journey to love, abundance, and success. So if you haven't already, please do make sure to subscribe, like, and share. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you all on the next video.